Hey, Kristen, how are you?
Hey, Stephanie. Thanks so much for having me on. How's it going today?
Good. I'm thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. How's everybody feeling? How are you feeling?
I think that, the overall feeling I know from a lot of people I've spoken to and where I am here is that, we're just taking it day by day. Health-wise, we're doing well. My family's doing well. My extended friends and family are doing well. So I have a lot to be thankful for. From a business perspective, especially in New Jersey here, we just don't know where we stand. So it's been a little difficult to plan because as a non-essential business especially, we had to shutter in early March, and we are able to operate online sales and ship out via USPS. But when we'll open our doors again, when we can make those customer connections in person again, is still very unknown.
For those people who are watching who aren't familiar with your business, can you tell us about your business and tell us a little bit about what you do there and, the different people that you work with?
Absolutely. Over here at Kanibal Co, we've been a brick and mortar shop for just over 10 years, but we actually started online at shopkanibal.com. We have always really thrived over our foot traffic that comes in the door. We've got an incredibly supportive community here in Jersey City. And what we do is we focus and feature a lot of small businesses here in the shop. A lot of our staff members are artists, as well as owners of small businesses here. And then on a monthly period, we host different workshops where 100% of the proceeds always goes back to the local artist teaching. And so when we got the notice that non-essential businesses had to close up, of course, your first thought goes, what does this mean and for how long? And then my second thought is, oh my God, all of these businesses that we have this direct kind of like chain of command with and relationship with, how is this going to impact them if we're unable to continue to write those checks? How is this going to impact my staff who also sell in the store and so receive, revenue from me in 2 different ways, sometimes even 3 different ways if they teach workshops? How is this going to impact their daily lives? And so I almost had to, you hear a lot of people saying like pivot your business, but for me, it was really going back to the roots of my business starting out online.
I am so interested in how quickly you made that pivot. For me, I feel like I am sort of just still in shock. And it took me a little bit to be like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do as a small business owner? And I'm watching you, you're like killing it. Like, I feel like you, even everything that you're saying, you just made really quick decisions. How is that, like, was that easy for you to do? Was it just like natural? Is this from like your background, from your job before you had the small business? Like, how did you know to make that shift the way that you did?
For me to make the decision to continue to operate in this way that felt both safe but also beneficial was an easy one, because I knew that I had to do whatever I could do to keep, number one, our staff members employed, and then number 2, to be able to continue to funnel money to our vendors. And in that way, I do feel like being small still has such a huge impact, but also being small allowed me the flexibility to make those changes quickly. I didn't have any other chain of command that I had to go to. There wasn't any board meetings I had to sit at. I literally sat down with our one full-time staff member, Erin, who you met, and I said, I think this is what we should do. What do you think? And she said, that sounds great. Let's go. What can I do? And the 2 of us put together a plan, and we've been implementing it every day since. We knew there were certain people that we had to reach out to quickly and say, can you fulfill these orders if we wanted to do it? And it just is a testament to all the really great relationships we've made, that all those other small businesses that were really featuring on our Instagram and featuring on our website all turned around within 24 hours and said, I'm game. Let's go. How can we get you product? What do you need? When do you need it? When can we get it for you? Do you need net 30 terms? Do you need us to drop ship things for you? How can we make this as easy as possible? And that first week I was on the phone every day, just setting up those relationships and that supply chain. And, that is how we've been able to do it, is because we're a small business fueled by other small businesses.
It's incredible. When I saw you last, we spoke a lot about your store being kind of an ecosystem and how every little bit of what you do, it it is dependent on the people that you work with, and they're dependent on the folks that they work with, the supplies that they're getting. And in my heart, one of the things I love the most about you is just that I feel like you generate so much good energy. And I know you said you don't have dependence, but I feel like your quick action was because you have this personality and this spirit that really lends itself to others. I don't think that you could do what you did just for yourself. I think it's because you do represent these other artists in the community, and you do see their importance, and you see your importance within Jersey City. And it's really incredible to watch unfold. I did want to ask you, Kristen, this is now your second disaster that you have had to live through as a small business owner. Knowing everything that you know now, would you still choose to be a small business owner?
Oh my goodness. I think without a doubt, that's not even a question I have to really think about. Very similar to what you said about, waking up and really loving your work so much that the sadness that's in your heart really comes from the fact that you can't continue to do what you love. I think in those early days of this, my biggest fear was not for myself. It was also just a feeling of gratitude that I have been up to this point so lucky to be able to wake up every morning and go into a job that doesn't feel like a job and work with people that I love so dearly. And really, we've got such a beautiful family here. I know it seems very cheesy to keep, pulling out my little violin and playing along on that song. But at the same time, I think being a small business owner allows me a lot of freedom to, do what I want to do, but then also support the people I want to support. And I don't know many other businesses other than entrepreneur or small business owner that really allows you to make those choices in your life. I don't want to keep on going through these disasters, but at the same time, bring them on. Let's see what happens. So I hope we can just keep on coming out of them stronger with a little bit more knowledge and better prepared for the next one.
Whatever is to come next, I hope that you guys are here and standing, and I hope people will get out and support you and other small businesses in Jersey City. And I just deeply appreciate your time and just getting to see you and check in on you.
Thank you again for chatting with me today.